back to Gary. I just want to say a few words before Charlie speaks. I had the privilege of knowing Charlie for 9 years now. An interesting thing happened. We flew up to see the governor of Virginia be sworn in, and we met a guy named Sean Parker. And Sean Parker started a company called Netscape, and now he started a company with Zuckerberg called Facebook. And these guys are the most interesting people. And we sat at the table with all these young, aggressive altruists. They were all about the environment. They were all about, and there was a very good point made. They made money, and they were all billionaires. These are young kids. They all made money, and we were all happy for them. They made money by informing people, okay, through Facebook, the internet. Rick Scott made his money by deceiving people. And it's a big difference, okay? And Charlie was there, and they were all, Charlie had, people were coming to Charlie asking for autographs. He was a rock star. This man has been a solid person for the people. When he was Republican, he went and did things against the Republican Party, and they didn't like it, and they started shoving him out and shoving him out the door, and he kept fighting him and fighting him. He fought for all the teachers, he fought for the firefighters, he fought for everybody. And against this, that's what it takes for courage. Okay? So this guy made an investment in Florida, $73 million, okay? And then he fleeced everybody. I can't even tell you the horrors that guy's done. But here's one thing people don't know, and they don't put in the paper enough. The next 4 years, the Supreme Court is going to change. There's 4 conservative, I think there's 2 conservatives and 5 moderates on the board right now. And 4 of those 5 are coming up to be mandatory retirement. The next governor is going to appoint 4 of those 5. And that means if you're not Monsanto, State Farm, Monsanto, all the big corporations, you don't mean nothing, okay? Everything, all those rules will come down against everybody, okay? And we'll all be slaves. It's terrible. Now, we have a chance right now. The Democrats got to show up. As John Morgan said, I'm not drunk yet. I'll give me a few more drinks, okay? But John Morgan said, right, you got to get out and vote. Now, we're not preaching to the choir here. Everybody's going to be here that's going to vote, okay? But you got to get all your friends and get off their couches and open their mouths. You vote, tell them, come on, let's go down with me. Get your absentee ballots. They go out in, what, 5 days? This man stuck his neck out. $20 million of advertising hit him right in the head. Lies, and lies. And even the paper said they're lies. Have been spewing against this guy. And he's in there, and he's still up 1 point. Imagine if we come back and raise some money and throw 5 or 10 million right back in that guy's face, okay? Most people, like that guy Scott, should have changed their name. Forget about going to run for governor, and we elect him governor. I don't know how that happened, but let's not be fooled twice, okay? With my pleasure to introduce the next governor of the state of Florida, Charlie Crist.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the firefighters first. Jimmy, God bless you guys. They came, I don't know if all of you know this, but they came rolling up in this ginormous bus with my mug on the side of it, and it's firefighters for Charlie Crist for governor. And I can't thank you enough for what you're doing. And you talk about some people who have been put upon, along with school teachers, firefighters, law enforcement officers, all state workers. Their pension has been threatened. I mean, it's awful. This guy doesn't care about people.
Don't forget the vets.
The vets.
High-speed rail.
High-speed rail. Listen, we could be here for days talking about the problem. But this much we know. We got to fix it. And 36 days from today, it happens. That's what this is about. I was with Bob Graham, Jim, last week in Tallahassee. And Bob Graham said to me, a former governor, former U.S. Senator, great Floridian, he said, this race is for the soul of Florida.
Wow.
For the soul of Florida, this election. And he said, we had a nice crowd there. And he said, and I got to tell you, everywhere we go, this is happening, Keith. Everywhere we go, this energy is happening. And it tells me what's going on. What they don't know is happening. We are going to win this race, and it's because of you. It's because of the people of Florida. Honest to God, Marty, Peg, thank you very much. Appreciate all of you being here. Look at the diversity of this audience. We got everything in this room. Everything in this room. This is Florida. Honestly. African American, white, women, men, gay, straight, everything. And that's what Florida is. We are the most diverse state in the country. And this party is the party that embraces all and says, you're welcome. We're happy you're here. Teachers, firefighters, law enforcement officers, small business people, doctors, thank you all. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Big tent.
So Bob Graham said to me, he goes, here's the difference. It's a race for the soul of the state. And he said, one candidate believes that Florida is a commodity to be sold. That's him. Rick. The other candidate believes that Florida is a treasure to be cherished.
Ooh.
And she is. She is.
Amen.
There's no question about that. Amen is right.
Amen.
And I will tell you that in 36 days when we beat this guy, and the sun comes up on the morning of November the 5th, oh happy day. Oh happy day. Now it'll be great. It'll be great for education. You know, he cut $1.3 billion from our public schools, $300 million from our universities. We'll restore it. He's taken away a woman's right to choose. We'll make sure that that never is sacrificed. Ever. I even vetoed a bill as a Republican that would have required a mandatory ultrasound on women. Are there any teachers here with us today?
Yes.
Educators. When I was governor before, I vetoed the bill that put so much emphasis on testing. Guess what? Rick gets in and he signed it. Terrible. When I was governor before, we brought about automatic restoration of rights.
Yeah.
For second chance for former felons that had paid their debt to society. Rick Scott gets in along with Pam Bondi, they take it away. Can't even apply it for 5 years. They're just wrong. They're wrong on ethics. You know all about that. He's got a record and all that. Right? They have no ethics. He has no ethics. Doesn't care about education. Doesn't care about our environment. Let's talk about the environment for a minute. We're in Sarasota, Florida. It is beautiful here. My beautiful wife, Carol, and I, we just live right up the road across the big bridge in St. Pete. And we love Florida. And I know you do too. There may even be a few Republicans in this room who care a great deal about the beautiful Florida environment. But I'll tell you who ain't one of them. Rick Scott. He doesn't care. He actually wants to drill for oil in the Everglades. Can you imagine? It's insane. You know, it's insane. It's crazy. But I'm an optimist. I'm a happy warrior, Jim. And I know that with your help and God's blessing, this is all about to change.
Yeah.
And they can't stop it. They got a lot of money, Marty. We're not doing bad either. Thank you. We're doing all right. We're getting our message out. They're starting to feel it, you know? And it's turned. It's turned. And it's good. One poll I saw has us up by 3. Another one I got this morning up by 4. I like the trend. And I'm going to tell you why that's happening. It's because we're telling the truth and they're not. And Floridians are smart. Floridians are smart. And Doc's right. They've been pounding me on TV for over 6 months now. And it's about $40 million worth of lies. But Floridians are smart. 4 years ago, this guy came rolling into town, spent a bunch of money against a great lady, Alex Sink, our friend. He spent over $75 million of his money. I always have to catch myself when I say that. It wasn't really his money. It was your money. Let's just call a thing a thing. You know, the fraud, you understand. So, but there's an old expression. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Florida is not going to get conned again by this guy.
Right.
You're not going to let that happen. I know it. I know you're not. I know it in my heart and soul. Now, I hope that you all have been given a bumper sticker. Matthew, how are we doing on that project? We're out. Okay, everybody who could get one already got one. But you could go online and maybe get some more. But please take them. I got another one. Please take them. Give them to them, sweetheart. I already got one. They're all over my car, baby doll.
We need one for the bus.
Send them in. We need one. I think the bus is pretty much identified. Love that bus. Love you guys. But please take one and put it on your car. Let me tell you why.
Let's get those street signs out there.
Excuse me. It's my last speech of the day. There have only been 18 of them. This is important for a lot of reasons, but imagine with me that this is a billboard, okay? On 41 or 301 or 75, I-75. You know what that would cost for 1 month?
10 grand.
20 grand.
Ooh.
Dr. Gary knows, 20 grand. Now, if this is on your car, or your truck, or your bus, Jim, you know what that costs? Nothing.
It's already on my Tesla.
Good, love the Tesla. Elon Musk, you should know, is a contributor too, along with all of you, and I'm grateful. So how do you beat a guy with $100 million? Hello. Have you seen a Ritz-Carlton bumper sticker anywhere on the planet? You're not going to. You're not going to. They're ashamed of them. And when they go to vote, even those who gave money, they're going to vote for us. And you mark my words. You mark my words. And I'll tell you why, because half of them feel like they're forced to give to him. Because they were. That's how they roll up there. He still thinks he's the CEO. Doesn't have to answer anybody's questions. Can plead the fifth to anybody he wants. Even 75 times. I know that when you get elected governor of Florida, you're the #1 public servant for the people. And that's important to understand. It means you're the boss. He's not the boss. Governor's not the boss. Governor's supposed to be the best public servant in the state. And that's, again, what this race is all about. I will have your back. He never has. So let's go take this thing. Let's win it. And we stop. Thank you. God bless you.